F-16s. F-16s are junk, frankly.
We're still using it.
I'm afraid you're using junk. You know, we were not offered F-22. The Russians are now developing with us on a very advanced 5th generation aircraft. They're working with the Russians on that. The European aircraft was far, unfortunately it's not 5th generation. I think we made a mistake in going with the Europeans. We should have waited a little longer, but we have gone with them. But the reality is the Americans were only willing to give us junk. Neither the F-18 nor the F-22, but the F-16, which we regard as junk. One. And after we buy this junk, they have certain conditions. If I buy an American equipment, a defense equipment, even if I buy a foreign equipment, the one pencil which is American, the Americans have the right to inspect my base, inspect all the equipment in my base, and inspect it in detail to find out if I'm misusing the pencil. They can do this at any time, unannounced for any length of time, and we have to foot the bill for their stay, etc. This is an impossible condition for us to accept. That an American delegation of so-called engineers, scientists and espionage agents can go to any military base in India and run around the place and check our machinery and check our technology is completely unacceptable to us. Till today the Americans have not diluted these conditions. And why should we accept that? We will refuse, we will tell the Americans very clearly, you come to our base, you will be thrown out. Your car will go there, you will be dismissed. For example, I have respect for the Syrians. Syrians have made it clear to United Nations people that look, you're going to go in Syrian jeeps, Syrian trucks, Syrian helicopters. It's our country, it's not your country. What happened in Iraq? They went to all kinds of places in Saddam Hussein, and what happened? They decided to go to war, they went ahead. So my point is, sir, unacceptable. Even if they had offered F-22, we would have rejected it because of this impossible condition that they have the right of unlimited inspection at any site in India, if even one screw is American. We don't want to buy that American screw. And anybody who is using that American screw, we make it very clear this condition is unacceptable. We have told the Europeans very clearly, you are not going to enter any of our military bases. You're not going to enter any of our facilities. You're not going to conduct any spot inspection. If this is our country, we will defend it. So I'd like to tell you, sir, some Americans may come crying to you and saying these Indians have not given us. They offered us junk, and they offered us junk on impossible conditions. So at least we are not in a position where we are forced to take junk, frankly. We have got other options, and we have taken those options. I'm being very, pardon me for being frank, but I'm always, as Dr. Chang will tell you, I'm always quite frank.
Yeah, Professor NALAPAT, thank you.